Hi again, it's Cherry and welcome back to my, I'd like to say it's like a video log of my game time playing the Richelieu. Now Richelieu Tier 8 French battleship. I'm going to try something slightly different now. I'm actually going to be doing something in the future with these first gameplay videos. So basically everyone should have seen the first game out video with Richelieu, my first impressions, first game. I will link it in the description anyway. Now Richelieu's Tier 8 with a unique characteristic of 8 guns, all forward facing, all at the front of the ship. A very, very, very healthy secondary array, all the majority based towards the rear of the ship. So the consensus opinion with this ship is to engage, get close, disengage, firing over your shoulder with your secondaries running interference. Now the secondaries on this, I'll start with a build on it. Now my Richelieu, this is by the way my 25th game that I'm going to show you in a while. This is the plan for the future, which is to put first game impressions, 25, maybe 100 and so on, just to see how the impressions change as you kind of get used to the ship. An interesting statistic, from a statistical point of view, is I'm actually considerably better in this ship when I'm playing solo. Not quite sure why that is. I think it's possibly the ability to sort of relocate, because this thing is fast, to relocate and to be able to affect the battlefield more as a solo than when you're trying to support division mates who maybe have got themselves into trouble. Give you a little clue. I've got boring statistics. My average overall win rate in this thing is 81.48 as we currently stand %. Average damage is 69,234 with a 0.96 kill count. Now the 0.96 kill count does seem remarkably low, but as you'll see in the replay I'm going to show you later, a lot of the time I tend to hit a ship, leave it damaged, and then let someone else finish it, because I'd rather take the damage out of something else. Funnily enough, looking at Division 3, I have a win rate of 84.21 with 67,600 average damage and a 0.89 kill count. In a two-man division, we're looking at 60%, 51,932 and a 0.75, and in solo, currently sitting at 100% with just over 108,000 damage and 2.33 ship kills. So I can't explain that one, can't work it out, but it is a relatively small, a small sample, 25 games. Anyway, back to the ship. So my Richelieu is captained by Jean-Jacques Honor, who is the specialist captain, gets some extra bonuses with turret rotation and stuff like that. He's currently at 13 skill points. I'm using preventive maintenance, expert marksman for the turret rotation, adrenaline rush for when you've taken some damage, you get a better rate of fire, superintendent for the extra heal and the extra speed boost, very important those ones, and concealment. So at the moment it's a fairly basic build. I think longer term, when I move this captain up to the tier 9, it will probably be something along the lines of a survivability build over here. So we're looking at probably 9 points. You're looking at 7 points. You're probably looking at something like high alert, jack of all trades, and basic survivability will probably be my move for this for the future, because it is slightly better at shorter ranges, as again you'll see in the replay. So that's my captain, Jean-Jacques Arnaud. I assume I've pronounced that right. If I haven't, apologies to the French. No, actually no apologies to the French. If I've pronounced it wrong, hey, so that's me. Back to the ship itself, we're looking at, let's have a look at the modules that I use. Now I have settled on a module build for this because it seems to work quite well. To start with, slot 1, we're looking at main arm mod 1. For slot 2, damage control system mod 1. These are the no-brainers. For slot 3, aiming system mod 1. Again, get some accuracy down on those French guns, because they're not well known for their accuracy, let's just say. For the 4th slot, I've gone with steering gears 2, because on speed boost this thing now manoeuvres like a heavy cruiser, which is, again, as you'll see, very useful at times. And the final slot for slot 5 will be the concealment system mod 1. So double concealment gives us a concealment level of 13 kilometers. Maneuverability steps to a rudder shift of 12.3 with a turning circle radius of 850, which is basically very much on a par with the new upcoming Kronstadt. which is hilarious because isn't that supposed to be a cruiser? Well, yeah. Maximum speed 33.6 knots. Add on the speed boost, and you're looking at about 35 knots, just over 35, between 35 and 36 knots on boost. Currently, the boost lasts about 2.5 minutes. Very useful for getting across the map to relocate. That's very, very nice. So, without any further ado, just let you have a little look at the ship. I tend to run an awful lot of flags on this. Obvious reasons, because I am grinding. I would pick a premium camo of some description to get extra XP and extra captain XP. The usual scenario on the flags. You're looking at extra range on the secondaries. Ramming flag, yeah, just in case. You never know. Extra speed boost, 5% speed, extra hit point repair for the India Delta, faster fire extinguishing because people do fire an awful lot of HE at this thing. And then obviously for credit grinding, 10% off the cost of repair, extra 50% on the XP, and then extra 50% on Commander XP. So that's my Richelieu. Enjoy the replay, and I'll have a chat afterwards. Thanks a lot. And welcome back now. This is the game. Map is Neighbours. Richelieu is mid-tier, so it's an 8 in a 7, 8, 9 match. We have Missouri, Lyon, DeGrosser, Tirpitz, Newcastle on the enemy team. We are spawning on the south side. Now my plan of action here is to go up and contest the sea cap. It takes a while to get up there, even on speed boost, so at this point I'm going to fast forward through and see you after the transition. So here we are back again, just engaging with the enemy. We've come over to the sea cap. The Kagero was run, so we've got a new Neptune, a Magami, a Benson, a Missouri and a Lion all heading this way, and that's an initial salvo. We've lost a cruiser, so initial salvo out, 2380, not a huge amount, but he was turning and burning quite badly. Now this Neptune is going to be my bugbear for a large part of this game. He is a wriggly little bugger, he really is. So we're just going to try and do some damage to that thing, rather unsuccessfully. This is the story with these guns, unfortunately. The lead is very, very hard. I went in cold on this one. It was the first game I played of the day. I hadn't really had a chance to get the guns, get myself, know where the guns are going. So a little dig at the Neptune. So far we are attempting to cap the B. We've lost the C. We've got an awfully large push coming through. I'm loving the new bell sound on the reload, by the way. That's the salvo out on the Missouri in the vain hope of hitting it, but he did disappear just before I fired, so the guessing is the shells are going to go everywhere but where they were aimed. So I'm looking at the map thinking there's an awful lot of ships coming over here to camp behind this island. My original plan was to take the island at just where the Kagero is and angle in and then come inwards, but I am going to have a slight change of heart here because I'm really not getting any damage in, not really getting any penetrating hits. Stationary Missouri. Aiming slightly higher for the superstructure, see if we can get some damage in there. Yeah, overpen. Got a sight on a broadside Missouri there. And that's a miss entirely. So this is the island I was heading for. The idea here is to nose in, but we've got an awful lot of ships huddled and not really getting too involved. finally a decent solid hit on that Neptune. Now I've decided that it's time to. Now I've decided it's time to just move out. I'm going to start heading back towards the B cap because there's too much here. There really is. And this is where the Richelieu excels in getting across the map and getting around the map to re-engage different flanks. So for now I shall go silent until I've got anything interesting to say. As you can see, the game started to stagnate a little bit. We have 0 caps, and we are equally down on ships, so points are not looking too healthy. 337, and that's the power of the Richelieu. Every now and again you get shots like that, and they don't come around all that often, but when they do, they are so satisfying. Now this hip is going to be a bugbear to me the whole time. He is a pain in the proverbials. Now coming in against Nagato with the hipper firing from the side. I shall let the action unfold. And with the threat taken from this side, now we can make a start on the remnants of the enemy ships. We are still down quite heavily on points and caps. Now it's just a case of get some shells in on the ships that are low health over there. That annoyed the life out of me. I thought that would be a better salvo. Just slow down a little bit just to finish the cap off, because this will be the only cap we've got. And then we need to push for the C cap. Don't forget, if you like my videos, please subscribe. If you really like my videos, please subscribe. If you like this one, give me a thumbs up. If you think I could do anything to change it, give me a thumbs down. Apologies for the sound levels. I'm still playing with microphones and things at the moment. Enjoy the rest of it, and I'll see you soon.
Engine boost deactivated.